get what I'm trying to say? Yeah. The man really can do whatever the hell he wants to do to believe the things that you believe in. Hey, it's Sue. Welcome back to my channel. And today I have a video on the things that every girl must do before she gets married. And this is a bit of a PSA, public safety announcement. I think that's what it means. Firstly, I am unmarried, single as a Pringle, right? So whatever I say, I'm saying it from what I want to achieve and the things that I want to do before I get married. And this video does not apply to any of the young girls who are 19, 20, 21 and they have no other life ambition besides getting married and having kids. And I'm not saying that to be mean. I think that a person wanting to dedicate their life just to their family is amazing. And I think as a woman, that's the most important vocation that you do have, is being a mother and being a wife. So if that is you and you want to be a mother and a wife but not anything else in life, then this video is not really for you. But this video is for the people like me who do want to become a mother and a wife one day, whilst also having something of your own. You get what I'm trying to say? Yeah. And this is not the rule, so take everything that I say with a grain of salt and tell me what you agree to and don't agree to in the comments. So the first thing that I believe that a person, well, it's not the first thing, but the number one, not number one, but like number one on my list, in no particular order, I need to say that I think that a girl should have a degree. If you're not a degree, then you must have a trade, something that you can do with your hands. And this is good because even if you eventually do want to become a stay-at-home mom, you're not stranded. Yes, if you are a stay-at-home mom, you rely on your husband for finances and other things in life. But if things don't work well, like if you end up separating, you have something that you can fall back on. You know, you have a degree, you have an education, or you have a trade. You know how to do hair, you know how to bake, you know how to do something. Like, a woman must be able to be self-sufficient when things don't go the way that you want them to go. For example, look at the Proverbs 31 woman. The woman had a business, she had servants. Because also, for me personally, I need something that helps me intellectually. So be big around kids and stuff the whole day, which is fine, but I know it will drive me crazy. I need a challenge. I'm a scientist. Number 2 on my list is to build healthy habits. This is something that I am still working on personally, but it's something that is very important because when you become a mother, you want to teach your kids good things in life. So you want to teach your kids to eat healthy, you want to teach your kids to pray, you want to teach your kids to read the Bible, you want to teach your kids that they should exercise. And also, if you cannot take care of yourself mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically, then how are you going to be able to take care of other people as well at the same time? And also financial literacy, especially if you would want to become a stay-at-home mom, you should be able to know how to manage finances. You as a person, before you even get married, you must know also how to manage your own finances as well. Point number 3 is that you should have a strong relationship with God before you get married. I hear from a lot of married people, they say that, oh, marriage is hard, but I don't think it's really as hard if you and your husband already have a Christ-centered relationship. I think that if you are a Christian, you must also marry a Christian, and I know that is really difficult for other people to get, but the thing is, God is a girl dad. He really is. In the pyramid of the household, it's a pyramid structure, whatever, guys. It starts with God. God is the head of the family. then the husband, then the wife, then the children. So your husband is directly underneath God. So if I've heard of so many stories of women who, like, when the husband does something that she doesn't want, the wife goes and snitches to her dad, like, yo, dad, God, like, this man that you gave me, he's doing this and this and this and this and this. And then God deals with him. In a few hours, you find the man coming to apologize and saying, I'm so sorry. Because the man is directly under God, so he's directly under the submission of God. So if you marry someone that is not directly under the submission of God, the man really can do whatever the hell he wants to do to you, and I don't know how that will work out for you. And also, I think that from what I have seen, the only thing that will ever stop a man from cheating on his wife completely is if the man actually fears the Lord. If you marry someone that does not fear God, even if he does have his own personal convictions to not cheat, one day he might beat a baddie and he will risk it all for her. Not he will, but it is possible that he will risk it all for her. And a man that fears the Lord knows that if he cheats on his wife, God does not answer his prayers. It is there in the Bible. It is there in the New Testament. It is there in the Old Testament, in the book of Malachi, if I'm not mistaken. God literally says that you come to my temple and you cry and you make noise to me, and I'm not even gonna hear your prayers because your wife has been faithful to you. You have been cheating on her. It's also important as well to be in a good church community. The Christian life is not a life that you can live by yourself. You need a community. Even the early Christians did everything together. Christianity, we are a family, and that's one of the things that I love about becoming Catholic now than when I was a Protestant, because Protestantism is literally like me, Jesus, gang only. You and Jesus, yes, it's enough, but why would you just do you and Jesus when you have a bunch of other people as well that you could do life with? Number 4 on my list is try and travel. But even if you cannot afford to travel, try and get out, go outside, meet people who don't really believe the things that you believe in. Learn how to interact with different cultures, how to interact with different thinkings, different patterns of thought. Broaden out your mind, and I think that is really beneficial to you as a person, but also it'll also help you in life later on, and raising your children, teaching your children about other people and other cultures, you know. Then the last point that I have, number 5 on the list, is enjoy your moment, or enjoy your season of singleness. Once you become a mom, once you become a wife, you can never go back. Once you have a child, you will never be unchilded. You will forever always be a mom. Even if the child moves out, you will always be stressing about that child in the back of your mind. And when the child gets married and they have their own children, you have grandchildren that you'll be stressing about as well. So this season in your life is literally the only time that you ever truly be free. Maybe you're not happy. But try and be happy in the season of singleness. Thank you for watching my video. I'll see you guys in the next video.